Boing.
Bing.
Or something.
I should just know that I start this every week. I should just be okay with that. But instead, I give some
Settle
awkward
in.
silence. I know. And I feel uncomfortable not leading it, but I also feel too controlly leading it.
Own it.
Okay. Hi, I'm Cassie.
I'm Chris.
And you are listening to Dug by Us. This is a new music podcast with a couple of mates talking about music, which is the core, but we do talk about other stuff at the same time, but
Don't come for
mainly
the
new
other
music.
stuff, but you will get bonuses. Yep.
Yeah, it's a bonus. Nice to see you on the Dig and also in real life last week. That was such a fun time.
Yeah, we went to a comedy festival show. It was sick, from an artist who we had on this podcast 5 years ago. So that was, yeah. If you're in Melbourne anytime over the next 3 weeks, thoroughly recommend seeing Charlene Kay, Tiger Daughter, still playing. She's here for the entire festival. Go crazy.
Did you know it was going to be that sort of show? Like, I was very surprised with what we got, but not disappointed.
Oh, well, yeah. I follow her on social, so I knew that was the show. I didn't know exactly what it would be like, but yeah, that.
Because I follow her on socials, and when I walked into the room, it was like guitar, amp, 2 mic stands, some lights, and I thought it would be the meme kind of like every Taylor Swift song sounds like every Chapel Roan song.
I thought there could have been some of that, yeah.
There was none of that, which was fine because it was completely fresh content. But I definitely thought it was going to be like a little play on piss take of music. And it was not. It was beautiful and sad and moving and thought provoking and really enjoyable. And it was really nice to fangirl with Charlene afterwards and get a photo and meet her. And I was wearing my LPX t-shirt, who was also on the pod. I became a huge fan. If you don't remember, go back 5 years ago. And Charlene and LPX are friends, and it's just so sweet because I was like super nichey, like more niche than you, which is unusual. You're the more niche one normally.
Okay.
You are definitely more niche than I am. Right?
What did Scribe say? Ain't no one like me. Yeah. Not many
Cool.
dudes, rock the show like this.
Like Scribe? That's niche.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay,
Are you
anyway.
picking up what I'm putting down?
I don't know if I am. Did I miss something?
What do you mean?
What did I miss?
What, you can't just reel off the lyrics to Scribe Not Many at a whim.
If any, not many. If any, how many dudes you know rock the show like this? Hey, I got long COVID. My brain isn't firing very well. How long can I still have it, but how long can I pull that card out? Anyway, it was really nice seeing you in person and seeing Charlene Kay and doing the gig. It was cool. Shall we go back to last step where we brought in not one but 2 songs each?
Please.
Cool. Well, I'm going to start. I'm going to go to the Garden of Eden, which is where you took us from Lady Gaga's latest dark pop record, Mayhem. I don't know why. I hate when songs sound too like something else. It actually just goes straight in the bin for me. So there, you've ruined it. Garden of Eden by Lady Gaga for me because it is so Muse. And I should have known that because I listened to Muse. I was deep in that hole, lol, when I was wee young, and I just didn't pick up on it. But then as soon as you said it, and you can hear it in Last Step where it's the pennies dropping, and I am knowing that this is ruining this song for me.
There are 12 notes. There are 12 notes, and fuck, there's only so many things you do with them. It's, yeah. You've probably got 1,000 songs in the closet that you're dismissing from your life that you could otherwise enjoy. Please, can we dust the cobwebs and help you enjoy songs that sound like other songs?
So I will happily participate in that. I am starting a new therapy with my psych, and it is essentially, in a nutshell, doing that because I have come to realize that I have so many rules in my life. So many rules with everything, right? Like my brain, if you have this, there's 10 rules connected to it. And one of them is that if you are copying an artist, I can't like you. And that is something that I want to work on because I am so aware of it. Another example happened on the weekend. I saw a band called Yellow Card, of which I went for the Support Motion City soundtrack, who are, as we know, if you listen, one of my all-time favorites. And it was so incredible. And I'm so happy. And I'm still on such a big high from that. But listening to the new Yellow Card song, of which was really good, right? Like they've not released it yet, but it was really, really cool. It's produced and drums. The drummer and the producer is Travis Barker. It sounded like such a Travis Barker song. I was like, oh, this is fun. And then my brain was like, no, this sounds just like something else. And then I was like, ugh. I'm rewiring it, I promise. So I will get there. I will get there. But look, I mean, I agree with you. Lady Gaga is incredible. Mayhem is such a fun record from start to finish. I do feel that the ballads are a little. I love all the bangers. I'm there for the filler. But anyway, I'm there for the killer, not the filler. But I love it. I love the album, and I'm just going to leave it there.
Great. Excellent.
Short and sweet. Short and sweet. We got that.
Go on it. You're on a roll. Go.
Okay. And the next one. Whoa. Okay. Something else I wanted to do this year, which I haven't done, which is fine because I've not kept my word. My New Year's resolution was to listen to more hip hop. And it's a genre that I neglected and ignored growing up because I was so into punk. I couldn't like hip hop. I was one of those. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I follow rules, right? But like I was so into rock and punk that like hip hop was the opposite or the enemy or whatnot. And I've missed out on such an education musically. And so I've been wanting to listen to a lot more hip hop. And I thought the best way to do that is give myself a new album every fortnight for the new year, of which I've only done it once, of which was an Old Faithful Salt and Pepper, who I still love. So that's dropped off the. But you bringing in Boy Soda from the Central Coast has just blown my mind like nothing else. So the song we're talking about is Lil Obsession. And what happened since that last record is that this has popped up in memes, like stories on Instagram and reels and whatnot. This song has popped up like so many times. Yet before it, I'd never heard of it. The sound that you described last ep about early Kendrick this isn't what I would think that early Kendrick sounds like. So this, and I love this. This is like R&B and groove and such a cool sound that I'm like, hang on, I'm probably going to like early Kendrick if I like this. And it sounded different to what I thought early Kendrick sounded like. So I'm having this whole realization of a genre that I thought I didn't love, that maybe I'm not giving it enough credit. The production on this song sounds so different to what I think the Central Coast sounds like. And I know that there is so many people and humans and sounds that are coming from the Central Coast, but for me, production-wise, it's really well known for its country or its like rocky pop punk kind of vibes. And so the fact that something that sounds so big and large and, I hate to say it, but LA, right, that's coming from my hometown is really special, because I think that suburb and that collective of suburbs needs more variety and needs more difference and needs change. And that's got me feeling really good. Like it's got me feeling better and different, and I love it. So I agree with you. Boy Soda is possibly bigger than where we are. Even this country, this island. I think that it sounds massive, and I can't wait to see what happens with this. Like, it's one of those, you heard it, in 5 years' time, we'll be like, oh, remember we brought in this. Thank you.
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, it's got a real future. Yeah. So there's heaps. Send in rhythmic, urban, groove, hip hop, anything remotely similar recommendations to Doug Bias Instagram, and we'll get Cassie on board.
Please, 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 please. I love it. I love recommendations. I am open. The book is open and I'm ready.
Let's do it. Now, MANIC.
Sorry, something
You
weird
all
was
right?
in my water. It's like a chunk of, I don't know. Anyway, MANIC, let's go for it.
Thank you. Like, that song's like, I'm excited for her career going forward because there's stuff in it. Like, give me a song that has stuff going on and her attitude. And I know stuff that you would like, the aesthetic and the visuals and the red that she wears and all that kind of thing. Like, it's a thing that is ready to go and be cool and be awesome. So I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah, and that's like there is depth and layers to this artist that the artist that I saw was different to this track and this product that I'm served on socials, right? But that's important and that's exciting because there's no pigeonholing and it is really varied and it's like I hate to say star quality. I feel like Mark Holden on Idol 50 years ago, but like it is that star quality that you know that like it's just going to grow and grow and grow and I'm excited for Kaiyah Mercedes and I'm glad that you got it.
Cool. And Hassall, who, grew up down this way, and who I'm going to see on Friday.
Like play concert?
She's supporting Mia Ray at the Barwon Club.
Oh, that is so cool. She's also supporting Killing Heidi on their 25th anniversary of Reflector, which I'm going to and I'm pumped for. So we could both get to see Hassall in the next few months.
There you go. But that song's real. Like, you know, and you would criticize yourself for spending too much time looking at your own phone. Like, that's life, right? Like, how real did that feel listening to that song going, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a timer. I allow myself an hour on Instagram every day, of which lately, every day, I was being good for a while. And then lately, every day, I get a little thing like, you're at your time. You've got to log off this app. And I also have put all of my social media in a folder that's called Social Media Sucks. Yet it is my top hits on my phone. That is, I don't know what she's talking about, actually.
But your view of the world becomes distorted if that's where you live all the time. And that's, so it's a really clever song. If you don't know the previous single, Dinner Table, as well, like that's real too and a bit more of a bop. So I'm excited for the rest of the music that she's going to bring out the rest of 2025. But like, she's a wise lady.
Yeah, it's a fun time. It's a fun time. What are you digging this week?
I know I'm going early here because there's still... You waited for it last year. Last year I didn't give you any Eurovision Song Contest songs. But I'm going early.
What year? What time of the year does it happen?
It's always in May.
So you're not that early. Okay.
Yeah, but you've got time to just dwell in this. Okay. If you want. But I'm going to bring in a song that's part of Eurovision. When you hear it, don't worry about Eurovision. It's got nothing to do with it. But to me, this sounds like if Full Frontal or SNL or whatever, but growing up in my age, if Full Frontal did a piss take on the last dinner party, it would be this. It's chaotic and it's fun. 'Cause even in the visuals, they're wearing like the white lace dresses that flow down and everything. Like, but
it's an actual piss take, or is it ironically funny?
It's trying to be a fun, entertaining song, which it is. It's about, having a party and, celebrating too hard and all this fun stuff happens. But within 3 minutes, it's a wild ride. And I'm rapt that a song like this is in Eurovision. And I'm also very surprised that it's the United Kingdom because usually they suck. They are very like something maybe nice but a bit beige or something just terrible. But I am all behind the United Kingdom in Eurovision this year. It's 5 weeks away at the time of recording, but So the group is called Remember Monday, and the song is called What the Hell Just Happened.
Okay. I mean, I like the title, but the name sounds like a bad dated emo band. And I could say that because I'm a bad dated emo lady.
Exactly. You're fine.
Okay. I'm here for this. I'm here for this. Okay.
But just put it on and then ignore everything I said.
Great. As if I will do that. As if. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Bring on Eurovision.
It's good.
Good. Hey, I'm going to go back to our conversation we had in real life last week. Do you remember in the line for the bar me talking about Rage Against the Machine and watching the SNL 50-year music special and how cool and ruckus that story of their performance on SNL was?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm channeling that energy. I'm going back to that, birth of new metal. I've got some Limp Bizkit influence, who just Daddy Fred Durst came out with Eka Vandal, which is a whole nother awesomeness.
I don't know how you can judge any other song or artist anything when you like Limp Bizkit. I just sorry.
No, but like, okay.
I don't get it.
There is like a whole episode I could do on Limp Bizkit, right? Because it's more about Fred Durst. Yes, there is a band and it's pretty much the original lineup, but it's like Fred is a character and he is playing a role. And yes, they started off in this really kind of redneck, dirty, really gross kind of energy, right? And I mean, I listened to them and I was like, F the world, y'all suck and I'm the best. Like there was that big, gross, toxic energy. But now he completely knows the role he's playing. He understands the kind of humorous side of it. And I love it. I love this rebirth of Limp Bizkit. I also love that young people are getting into new metal, and new metal's got this whole new light, because I was kind of picked on for liking it back in the day from my like true rock fans or true metal fans. And it's cool. There's a lot of new bands that have taken influence from what Limp Bizkit did and Korn and are making it their own. And it is not as a dirty word. It's not as redneck as it used to be. But that's for another day. But it is falling into that category, this new act, although it is nothing even remotely close to redneck. It's here. It's a home ground kind of band. It's new, but it's not from somebody that you don't know. The artist or the act is called The Big Noter, and it is the new project from Briggs. And it is heavy and it is ruckus, and it takes you to that kind of late 90s, like Damn the Man, Rage Against the Machine kind of energy. So the song I'm bringing in for you this week, it's called Identity. And I think when this act first birthed a few months ago, it was kind of in that period where I didn't have the capacity to record the pod, but it was a high rotation for me. And I'm not sure what's going to happen to it. I feel like it's a little collective. It might just be a, blip in the universe, and then Briggs goes on to continue writing for The Simpsons or being a sick actor or whatever he does. But it is very cool. And it has that like, I've had an argument with my boss in my head sort of energy that you might want to turn it up in the car and drive alone to, because it's just so cool. It is so, so cool. And yeah, that's all.
Yeah, cool. If you're like me, the Limp Bizkit part of that conversation, forget it. Stick with Rage. This is Rage and Body Count.
It's Rage. Yes, it's Rage and Body Count. But that intro is like very Chocolate Starfish era production.
What I do feel for, because we haven't talked about this on the pod either, but how are Limp Bizkit fans going to go now that Lynx Africa has been discontinued?
Those pits are going to be so smelly, both mosh and arm.
It's stuck. That's devastating. To 2001 me is shattered.
It is so sad. Maybe I can go and get some, and that'll be our $1 million idea. We can fund our podcast from selling Lynx Africa on eBay or something, because there's a market.
But Nick Didia produced this. Like, the artist that he's been with over the decades is incredible. This is Australian pure anger. I'm excited.
Yeah, like I want it in a pit. I want it in a big day out pit, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. But it's going to happen. There has to be a live show that comes with this. But yeah, check it out. It's sick. But you know that because it's Briggs.
Job done. Go and do your homework.
Ooh, have fun with those ones, kiddies.
And if this comes out before the weekend, Record Store Day Australia on Saturday. Go and support your local record store. Go on a tour. Go to several. Walk through the whole of Collingwood and Fitzroy if you live in Melbourne. Just go nuts. I'm going to be at one in Geelong. I will actually have the radio station broadcasting live from the record store, pretending it's Rex Manning Day. It's 4 days. Tomorrow's Tuesday's Rex Manning Day officially, but this weekend I love that it lines up. So I'll be at a record store.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I think we need to have an Empire Records watching party one day, but that's a whole. We'll do that. But yes, I will be at Wawa Records on Smith Street in Collingwood with Charlie Lane, who is doing a set, which is super exciting, and it's been really nice physically driving copies of her record out to record stores all around Melbourne and chatting to some local shop owners, and it's just such a beautiful community, and it's great that it's on the up again, and it's great that young people are investing in music through vinyl because it's a beautiful craft. So I hope to see you there, and let us know where you're up to. Give me any tips of where I should go before and after, because I do love doing the crawl. But we will see you next week for another ep. And yeah, there's demanding in the comments, lots of comment demanding, lots of inbox demanding for our audience this week. Sorry.
Yeah, no, bloody engage, man. Some stuff. But yeah, Pop Culture Records, Rara Street Geelong. Record Store Day. Yeah.
Yeah.